Hugo Fitzherbert.
Hi folks, I'll try and keep this fairly matter of fact. I did know Joy and Slim and Barry for the best part of about 50 or 60 years. We did shows together, a whole story there. Just to tell you this, as going on from what Anne said, I've written out a couple of things here just to bring you up to date with this. Anne was 93 when she died. She was, in fact, as a young child, she had polio, and she was treated by. I've written some of this down so to get it straight off here. She was treated by what's her name? Sister Kenny. Sister Kenny. That's right. And she used to get away with. She had a caliper on, but she only used it for support most of the time. But she had a long dress most of the time. She did, and so she. But her career started actually as part of the duo called the McKean sisters. There was herself and Heather. So you had Joy and Heather, and they were 40s and early 50s there. So just to start it off as a duet. This is one of the songs that they used to sing, and if you just got to try and get this in your head as a duo, because they were sisters, they had that real similar tone in a voice, and they were quite marvellous, and they taught themselves how to play. You know, that's what it was like in those days, where some of us were sort of around those days. And this is one of their. This isn't one of their songs, but this is the songs. Don't forget, this is the country and western side of her life. When it was in those 40s and 50s, it came out of the American era, right? Remember? And this was one of the songs. I ride an old paint, I lead an old den. I'm going to Montana to throw the hooligan. I feed them in the coolies and water in the draw. Their tails are all matted, their backs are all dropped. Right around, little doggy, round and slow. They're fiery and snuffy, raring to go. Old Bill Jones had a daughter and one son. The son went to college, the daughter went wrong. His wife, she died in a room through fire, but still keeps singing from morning till night. Ride around, little doggy, ride her slow. They're fiery and snuffy, raring to go. When I die, take my saddle from the wall, put it on my pony, leave from the stall, tie my bones on his back, turn our faces to the west, and we'll ride prairies that we love the best. Ride around, little doggy, ride slow. They're fiery and snuffy and raring to go. So that was where they started, and so it wasn't until the late 60s, early 70s that Joy started to get a couple of songs up and about, and this next song nearly wasn't recorded, the same as Walk a Country Mile. Two of those songs nearly didn't get recorded because Slim used to go and And that's the way Slim used to play. Well, this one here, this one is Walker Country Mile, and of course Walker Country Mile, of course, it's got a it goes faster. So this is a tribute to that she. This is the song that she wrote. Well, I walked a country. Oh, what am I doing? Well, I walked a country mile in my lifetime. I travelled down some muddy tracks and dry. As if I wanted to get where I was going, I knew I'd just have to walk that country mile. Now, country mile can be the longest distance a man can ever travel when he's down. And you curse the never-ending road before you, and you think you'll never make it into town. I've learned a lot, meet a friend or two along the highway, and you learn a lot you never learned before. And if the journey takes a lifetime when you thought a year or two, you just don't give up easy anymore. Yes, I walked a mile or two in my lifetime. I've travelled down some muddy tracks and dry. If I wanted to get where I was going, I knew I'd just have to walk that country mile. Now walking that long mile has shown me changes, changes in the people and the land. But I'll bet the road to Marble Bar's no better than when I rode with trucks and caravans. And the country bloke is still the same old battler, no matter what the place he's working in. And although I've travelled many miles, I just can't wait to see what the next long country mile will bring. Yes, I walked a mile or two in my lifetime. I've travelled down some muddy tracks and dry. If I wanted to get where I was going, I knew. If I wanted to get where I was going, I knew I'd just have to walk that country mile. Oh, well, I nearly got there. So, further on, there's Anne mentioned that Joy wrote a lot of his songs. There's another fellow too by the name of Stan Costa, who wrote an enormous amount of songs for Slim, and pardon me. But Slim always thought that this particular song I'm going to sing now, he thought that this was the one that he thought was the best song that she ever wrote. But and it's called The Biggest Disappointment, as you know. And it was if for people who know this song, it's really it's almost a reflection of Slim's own story, because he left home at a quite a young age. He and a fella by the name of Shorty Ranger. Anybody heard of Shorty Ranger? Yeah. Well, Shorty Ranger was his best mate, just across the road from down at Kempsey there. So there's all these stories, you know. These are the people that, you know, I used to work with all those years ago. Some of these guys. So.
Those were the days.
Oh, those were the days. God help me. You know. So, and of course, I had a problem in those days too. I'm watching the time. So, most of the early entertainers of those times didn't have drummers. So So, and of course, the period changed from the late 50s to the mid 60s there, where people were standing around going pick, 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 scrum, 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 you know, one microphone, little PA systems and that, and all of a sudden we've got rock and roll coming in, remember? And they needed sound. Like,
Beat.
sorry, Mum. I'll see you later. Sorry, that's the Dolly Parton comment. So they needed, you know, they needed more people on stage to make presentations and things. See, and that's how some of these damn things grew. Quick flick to the Webbs. They had 3 guys standing around one microphone. Didn't work. 3 guys around 3 microphones and bass and drums. All of a sudden you got a show. You know, it was the same with all entertainment. You know.
Shame about the drums.
I knew this was going to be a tough gig.
Hugo, you're running out of time.
Right, biggest disappointment. Well, oh God, where am I going? Had my future wrapped up in a parcel, and no one even thought of asking me. The day I turned 15, I caught the mail train to find what else might be in life for me. I rode on trucks and trains and lived on nothing. Served me right for wanting to be free. Oh, well, that's the way society looked at it, but it didn't seem to be that way with me. And the biggest disappointment in the family was me, the only twisted branch upon our good old family tree. I just couldn't be the person they expected me to be, and the biggest disappointment in the world was me. Now a lot more than the times where there were dinners, I learned a lot that hurt me at the time. Then this quiet boy went home a different man, with a memory of distance on my mind. But I always spoke too loud and laughed too often, maybe drank too many glasses down, and perhaps my clothes were older than I realized, a relief to all concerned I went down. Yes, the biggest disappointment in the family was me, the only twisted branch upon our good old family tree. I just couldn't be the person they expected me to be, and the biggest disappointment in the world was me. Nearly there. So what do we do finish off with? Just a little song here. But before I do that, I'll go back to page 1. Now, there were the way Joy and Slim worked. Joy started playing in the main with a piano accordion because she had polio, so she could put the thing down and play. So that's how it started. But the Slim Dusty Show wouldn't have got off the ground without this guy. His name was Barry Thornton. Barry Thornton was the truck driver. He put all the show together. He drove the truck. He did this, he did that. He was a guitarist and everything. And because obviously Joy couldn't get around, so they needed another bod to help. And of course it developed from playing an acoustic guitar to it got what they call the E35, is it? E35 guitar? You know, Gibson, E35 Gibson. And he and I walked into the show in, where was that? The music shop in Stones Corner. I bought my drums and he bought the guitar. Same time, same place, 1962, June 6, 1962. So without Barry, the Slim Dusty show would never have got off the ground. Righto, I've got this song.
You've got to get one. Got to
Right, hey?
sing.
Sing. Shut up, Hugo. Sing. Right. And this is the one we used to play as the instrumental. This is the song. Keep the love light shining, for your heart may break in two. Don't let happiness creep in and get a hold on you. Don't you throw away your life, love and tenderness. Just keep the love light shining for the one you love the best. How can I tell you? What can I say to comfort you and help you in your good today? Even though she's left you all alone, just keep the love light shining till the day she comes home. So keep the love light shining, for your heart may break in two. Don't let bitterness creep in and get a hold on you. Don't you throw away your life, the love and tenderness, and keep the love light shining for the one you love the best. She won't be the first one who wandered away, and he won't be the last one to come home today. If you really love her and want her for your own, just keep your love shining for the day she comes home. So keep the love light shining, for your heart may break in two. Don't let bitterness creep in and get a hold on you. Don't you throw away a love and tenderness, and keep your love light shining for the one you love the best. Thank you very much, Joy McKean and all the people. Thanks, Annie. Sorry guys, it took a bit longer.
Here's the joy.
Here's the joy, not wrong. Thanks, Annie.
Okay, thank you.